Hello and welcome to Tuesday. Yesterday this thing arrived in the mail and I said that I would be doing an unboxing video soon. I decided to make today that unboxing video. So today we are doing a NES Classic Edition unboxing video. If you are not familiar, this is the NES Classic Edition. It is Nintendo's take on the let's put a bunch of old games onto a plug-and-play system idea. That idea has been around for a long time. Sega even has one of their own. Nintendo has never done one, at least that I know of, and if they have, it's never been this high quality. I predicted a few months ago that this thing would probably sell out very quickly. I was right. We managed to get one simply because pre-orders went up on Target like 4 or 5 months ago, and they were only up for about an hour. Managed to snag one, and this thing just came out the other day, and we just got it yesterday, so we're going to open it up and find out what's inside. First off, before we even open it up, this box is really small. Like, this is an iPhone 6s Plus, so the box is about as tall as that. I know it's in a case. Here's a DualShock 4. Like, this is a really tiny box. I know the unit itself is small. I know some people have never seen an actual NES system in real life, but they are bigger than this. The NES is bigger than this box, so it is definitely not to scale. The box itself is really cool and colorful. I think they were kind of going for, obviously it's based, like the color scheme and everything is actually based on the original box, the Western release, I guess, of the NES, which is really neat. They advertise all the games. It's got 30 games included. So we're going to pop this thing open. And it says, now you're playing with power, whenever you take it out of the little lip there. It easily slides out, and what do we have here? So we got a little piece of paper. A little piece of paper says what? Let's see, we got the warranty and user agreement information. We've got a point code. What is the point code for? Oh yeah, My Nintendo. They brought it back. It used to be Club Nintendo. Now it's My Nintendo. It's basically Club Nintendo, but from what I can tell, the rewards are far less good. Okay, so this really takes me back. This takes me back to the era of the NES, the Super NES, opening systems on Christmas morning and then seeing this thing. This is the same type of instructions. I mean, they have to have these anyway, but on the other side is a fold-out poster. Now you're playing with power since 1985. 31 years. Very, very cool. There's a Rob in the picture, and there's a Rob, I don't know, we're still getting unpacked, but there's a Rob in here. So let's put it this way. Oh my god, that thing is tiny. Like, I knew it was going to be small, but that's actually preposterous. This little thing is it, right? Alright, so let's see. Does this pop out? How do I get this out? Am I doing it right? I think this tray comes out, maybe? Why is this? This is confusing. This thing pulls out. There we go. That's the system. Holy crap. Wow. Wow. It's cute. It's so cute. It's
like a model.
Like, obviously the flap doesn't open. It really is. It's like a model. In fact, it's so cute that it's something that you could put on your shelf to display. It's that cute. What's so neat is that not only is it cute and could be displayed, it's functional. That is so cool. Wow, and it's really light. Really light. Far lighter than I would have expected. On the back, it's pretty straightforward. You got your power, you got HDMI. That's it. It hooks up to HDMI. On the front, you've got 2 controller ports. It comes with 1 controller, which I'll go ahead and pull out. The controller is to scale. This, from what I can tell, is the exact same size as an NES controller. Now, these ports that this uses is not NES controller ports. So I said something on Twitter about wanting to try and find a second one of these, but they're very much sold out. And someone was saying, well, you could just go to a thrift store and buy NES controllers. No, you can't. it actually is a different controller port. The controller port on this thing is actually the same controller port that is used on the bottom of a Wii remote, which is kind of cool. And what that means is two things. For one, you can hook this up to the bottom of a Wii remote. So if you wanted to do Virtual Console, either on the Wii or I guess the Wii U Virtual Console, you could hook this up and use this as the controller, which is neat. It also works in reverse, which means you can take like a Wii Classic controller and hook it up here and play with that if you're so inclined. So you've got some options, which is also good because since these are sold out, it's probably going to be a while since I get another one. So until then, if I wanted to play two-player, I could use this for player one and a Wii Classic controller for player two. So that's neat. Also, it almost looks ridiculous because the controller dwarfs the system. But that's kind of fun. All right, let's see. What else is in here? If we pull this out... Oh, it folds out this way. I feel stupid now. We got a tiny little adapter. Just a tiny little thing. And, oh, it's actually a USB adapter. Oh. Really interesting. So that means they also give you an HDMI cable, which is polite of them. Most people probably have extras, but there's one. Yeah, it's actually USB powered. So you can plug up a USB cable to it, and that's actually how you give it power. But if you wanted to hook it up into a traditional wall socket, they give you that. They give you that as well. Neat. We're gonna quickly hook it up and see what happens when you turn it on. One of the major complaints before this thing even came out is how short the controller cord is, which you probably didn't think about because I'm sitting so close to it, but that's really not that long. The reason for that, however, is that once you get in here, there's 30 games on this thing, really great games, we'll take a look in a sec, but you can't actually change the games from the controller, which might be one of the reasons they made the cord so short, is because if you want to go to the game changing menu, you have to hit reset. So maybe that's the reason they wanted it so close to you. It means that you're probably going to want to get, if you're sitting far away from the TV, an even longer HDMI cable or an extension cable of some sort. Alright, so let's hook this thing up. Alright, so I got it hooked up, so let's hit power. And it presses... I don't know how to explain it exactly, but it works exactly like it does on an actual NES console. So we got language choices, so we'll hit OK. Neat. We got a little custom menu here, and you can actually choose what you want to play. Looks like it shows you how many players it is, 1P and 2P. And I'm assuming that the little dots represent save states, or what they call suspend points. It's something that was in Virtual Console as well, but they give you 4 suspend points in every single game. So if we start playing, let's say we start playing Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link here, which was probably a bad example because I have to actually put in a name. I'll do a different game. So wait, if I want to change games, I have to hit reset. That's what changes me back, and it looks like I can jump back down to what I was playing as well. So let's go to the original Donkey Kong. That should be easy to jump into. One player game A. Okay, so I've had my fill, and I want to make a suspend point. So if I want to do that, I suppose I hit this button. Takes me back here, and have I created one? Suspend point list. Okay, so now I can actually put it into one of those slots. So I'm going to save that in slot 1. Done. And apparently there's even lock. Whatever that is for, so you don't accidentally overwrite that suspend point in case it was super important. That's interesting. But yeah, there's a huge variety of games on here, and whenever they announced it a few months ago, I was really impressed with the list. You can see Castlevania 1 and 2, Bubble Bobble. Looks like there's, in alphabetical order, Double Dragon, Dr. Mario, Excitebike, Final Fantasy, Galaga, Ghosts and Goblins, Gradius, Ice Climbers, Kid Icarus. The list goes on. 30 titles, and they really do represent Nintendo's best. let's see, up here, display, you can actually choose how you want it displayed. There's 4x3, pixel perfect, and CRT filter. So let's get back into a game that would probably actually benefit from, being able to quickly see the differences. We'll go with Mario because everyone knows what that is, supposed to look like. So let's start a one-player game here. Okay, so this is, that's what that looks like. Now let's go back up to display and change it to pixel perfect. And, how do I get back here? Just go back in? Oh, it started it over. I can't actually tell the difference between CRT and pixel perfect. They look pretty much the same to me. The one that's going to be interesting, though, is something that a lot of people that do retro collecting are fans of. I'm personally not. And that is a CRT filter. I guess it just gives people a sense of nostalgia. Personally, I'm not really into it, but there's a lot of people that love their scan lines. So if you really want to get that nostalgic experience...
They really show up on the camera.
Really? Well, now you're playing with power and you're playing with age. Like you said, some people are really into scan lines. Personally, I don't get it, but if you like them, the option's here, and that's cool that it was at least included. Other than that, I'm going to go back to this. You've also got some options here. There's a demo mode where I guess if you just want to let it running, like an attract mode, I'm assuming that's what that is. Auto shutdown, screen burn-in reduction, otherwise you can reset it to factory settings. You can change the language, some legal notices, and then also the manuals. But in order to view the manuals, you will need a phone. They're not actually included on here. And that's it. You can also change the sorting by two-player games, by recently played, by times played, and the release date, publisher, and title. All in all, it's pretty neat. It's actually really cool that they've done this. The price point for this thing is $60. Additional controllers are only $10. For $60, if you think about you're getting every single game for $2 each, this is a really great way to relive these games, or for people to experience them for the first time ever. I can just imagine that Mao is probably going to get a lot of time in Galaga. God, this is a great game. I'm not particularly great at it, but still a great game. Anyway, that's actually going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you manage to get a hold of one of these devices, please let me know in the comments. I know that they are hard to find, but if you manage to stumble across one, I'd love to hear the story about that.
You're such a novice at Galaga. You destroyed the big ship, so you can't get the double ship.
Well, it's not always about the size of the ship mount, it's how you use it. It
lets you shoot twice.
That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?